today on Divorce Court.
I love Haley to death. She's my everything. But things right now are just not up to par. I can't deal no more with the lying, the cheating, the stealing, the dirtiness. Haley won't listen to anybody, but hopefully she'll listen to the judge.
I love Johnny with all my heart, and I want to marry him, but if he can't get it together with his cheating ways or try to tame his temper, I don't see us staying together or getting married anytime soon.
If Haley doesn't listen to the judge today, basically, that's it. We won't be walking down no aisle anytime soon. No more wedding talk, no more anything. I'm done.
If he doesn't change his ways, then I'm giving the ring back and I'm gone.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Johnny McMurray and Haley Huntington. The two of you would like to get married, but you're having a few issues, so you've come to me for my advice. You took my compatibility test. You also gave me your license with permission to tear it up should I think your union is ill-advised. So, Mr. McMurray, I'm just going to start with you, sir. Why don't you tell me, you don't have to tell me why you like her. I can see that. But why do you think she's the one, but what are the concerns that you have that brought you here?
Well, what brings me here today is me and Haley's been having some issues. We've been dating for about 3 years. She's a gorgeous girl, very funny, very charismatic, caring, loving. It all started when some cheating happened.
Well, tell me about the cheating. Who cheated first?
That would be me.
That was you. You cheated. Okay, how long had you been together when you cheated?
About a year and a half, a little bit, about almost 2 months.
Okay.
I mean, 2 years, sorry.
Did she catch it? What happened? How did she find out about it?
Actually, I went on a cruise, and I came back from the cruise, and like one day, she said she's very spiritual, her woman intuition thing. But I sat down, and she's like, tell me the truth. What happened? Did you have sex with anybody? And she looked me in the eye, and like the way she was looking at me, I wasn't finna say, a lot to her. So I told her I had fellatio.
So you fessed up?
Yes, I did. I was a man. Being a man, I fessed up to her.
Now, have you continued to cheat? Is that the problem?
No, but that one time, it makes it seem like I'm cheating all the time. And I get that. I caused it, and I started it, and I must say, it was like a tit-for-tat type of thing. I cheated on her, and then...
Well, she had a revenge cheat?
Yeah.
Did you have a revenge cheat?
I did.
What did you do?
Well, he told me that he cheated. He confessed to that, and I was like, okay. So I called up my ex-fiance and had sex with him.
Cheated with the ex-fiance?
Like 2 days later.
2 days later.
It was...
Now, did you tell him that?
It came out in a fight that we had, and that led to my items being put out on the porch. But yeah, it came out.
You guys had a fight. You cheated. She revenge cheated. Y'all had a fight. You put her out.
Yeah.
What is this revenge cheating business? What does that do for you?
It didn't, I thought...
I don't understand. It's a concept, because I hear it in here all the time.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what the logic is behind that.
I don't either.
I just wanted to get even, and I know two wrongs never make a right, but where my mind was, I just never thought that he would cheat on me. I was 20.
20 years old?
20, about to turn
20 years old.
I remember.
So you just cheated on him in revenge?
Yeah, I did.
Have you gotten over your trust issues with him?
Absolutely not.
Why haven't you?
Absolutely
What other
not.
things has he done that cause you concern?
Well, I mean, he has Tinder in his phone, which is, the swipe left, swipe right.
She made
Hang
me
on,
sign
I'm
up
gonna
for
get
it.
to you. He's got Tinder on his phone.
Yes, he has Tinder on his phone, and of course, me being Inspector Gadget, I go through his phone and see his messages on Tinder.
So is he hitting up women?
Yes, like he's like, oh, well, where you at? And meet me here, this, that, and the third, while I'm at work.
Do you have a dating app or a hookup app? I'm not quite sure which it is.
I didn't have it at first. She actually turned me on to it. She was like, it's very addicting. It passes time by quick when you ain't got nothing to do. And she said she came up with my name and everything, settings, all that. She hooked me up to it. She did it.
Tell me you didn't do that.
I did not do that.
Tell me you didn't
I did not do that. Johnny!
She did.
I didn't do it.
Do you contact women on this app
I
at all?
compliment them. I compliment them and say, you look nice. I like your picture. Stuff like that. And, I think they go by your area and like who's close. And I'm like, so where you at? That's it.
Do you meet up with people? Why do you need to know where they are?
Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on, why these people, I don't know.
Oh, Mr. McMurray.
I don't know.
Mr. McMurray. That, you know, it's like being an alcoholic and then go sit in a bar every afternoon.
Yeah.
I feel,
You just
but I
don't
feel,
do
no,
it.
good. No, I feel like she set me up for failure. She did turn me on to the app. She told me all about it on her phone. She's like, look, this is all you got to do. I think she set me up for failure because she wanted me to do that. Like I say, she does things
Why
to make
would
me
she
want
want you to do that?
to make her, I guess, you know, right in what she does whenever she goes out.
Well, what
and
kind of things is she doing that makes you concerned about her?
Well, she does model, and she takes very racy photos. She does photo shoots with other guys. You know, I know it's playful and it's part of the whole scenario, but it's not. I don't find it appropriate. And then she keeps in contact with these people. She goes out with them. She goes out like 4 or 5 times a night. She's only home, what, 2 or 3 nights out of the week?
Like, what do you...
No.
You
that's
host. I mean, are you like a host at a club or something?
Yes. It's like different venues, so I go out and promote and host.
So all these things that she's doing with the photos and the hostessing and being out, all of that's generating money, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want my wife in the club at night. I mean, I'm trying to think about getting married and stuff, and she's thinking about going to turn up.
Okay, so he's making it seem like we don't go out together sometimes. Like in the beginning, I told him my lifestyle. I told him everything about me. He was fine with it.
What is your lifestyle?
Well, you know, just I go out a lot. I do. I go out a
You
lot.
like to party?
She gets drunk.
I don't get drunk.
Yeah, you do.
All
Yeah,
the
you do.
time.
Well, you had some pictures you wanted to show me that
Yes,
you
ma'am.
say are indicative of her lifestyle.
ma'am.
So why don't we take a look at those?
Even one of her drunk. Drunk.
But we were together.
But she was drunk.
But you were too. You just looked okay.
I mean, you were laid out.
So just think about
mean,
it. If she's like
laid
that out
out.
there with me, she's out there like that with everybody else.
That is not true. I'm
That
not
is so
hugged up
true.
on people like that.
Other concerns. What other concerns do you have
I must
about
say-
making her your wife?
See, I must say, one thing I do not like, which is my main issue, is she's dirty. Like, she is completely, she don't know how to clean. She don't even know how to clean up after herself, after me, after our dog. She'll let our dog sit out on the patio, on
Do
the
you
balcony.
two live together?
Yes.
Okay.
She lets our dog sit up on the patio. We're on the 2nd floor. All day, feces all around him.
Okay, well,
I come home and I'm like, yeah.
Ms. Huntington, you don't pick up the dog? poop?
No, I used to walk the dog until he got jealous because people were honking at me on the side of the street. And
I
he
told
was
her to
like,
go the other
don't
way.
you walk that dog past that gate. So what am I supposed to do?
But you can
Walk him
still
inside the gate.
You can still pick up the poop though, right?
That's on our balcony.
Ms. Huntington, I'm
People
talking
sm-
to you. You can still pick up the poop though. I mean, that's just nasty.
Real nasty. My poor baby, look, when I open the door, he like looking real sad.
That's not all the time.
Well, we're going to... I got one more question for you.
She leaves me with all that mess that's right there. And
Right
for me to
there.
clean up right there.
Right.
It's like, so I'm looking under get my pot underneath. And why am I finding drawers underneath in the cabinet? I don't know if they were clean or dirty, but I put them in the washing machine anyway.
That's a lie. I would never put my underwear in the kitchen, Johnny.
The question I have for you is, do you think that it is mainly her job to keep the house tidy, or are you just upset that she herself makes such a mess?
No, after the first week or so after moving in, I knew that was gonna be my responsibility. It's
'Cause
that
you could
bad.
just tell.
Like mess everywhere. Everywhere we go, trash bag, in a car, in a trunk, in her closet. I mean, mess is
I'm
everywhere.
on the go all the time. You know that. I don't have.
Well,
Look.
Miss Huntington,
Look at that.
that's your bed?
Yes.
It looks like that every day.
I mean, I would clean up, but I wake up early in the morning.
And she leaves it like
And
that.
I-
Is
How
that
much-
the kitchen?
No,
How much? That's the bathroom.
The bathroom?
I got a story about the kitchen too, but we'll get there in a second.
What happened in the kitchen?
So I'm cooking, right? So I'm looking under, get my pot underneath, and why am I finding drawers underneath in the cabinet? I don't know if they were clean or dirty, but I put them in the washing machine anyway. But I don't know why there was drawers in the kitchen.
No,
though.
that's the lie. That's a lie. I would never put my underwear in the kitchen, Johnny.
Well, maybe the dog had it, maybe Artist had it, but they got
Well,
underneath
let me
the
ask you,
cabinet.
do you both work all day long?
Yes, ma'am. We both
We
do.
work
but she
like
has her
different, like,
extra,
morning shifts.
modeling and stuff. So she leaves me with all that mess that's right there, and
Right
for me to
there.
clean up right there. It's
Right.
like when she gets back, it's like 2, 3 in the morning. She's not finna clean up. Go to bed so she can go back to work in the morning and do it all over again.
Do you fight every day?
Almost.
I'm gonna have to ask, what's good about the relationship?
What's good? I do think she's ride or die for me. I do know that she'll be there. If I needed someone to call, she will be there, you know, to pick up, to come wherever I'm at. She's always out to lend a helping hand to me, you know what I mean?
So she's supportive. You can count
very
on
supportive.
her.
She's very supportive. She knows a little bit about my past and, you know, with family issues, and it goes deep with me, and she's always
She's understanding of that and appreciative of what
and
you're
her
bringing
mom
to
and
the
her
table.
her mom and family, they love me so much, so I'm like family as well.
What do you love about him?
The same thing. Like, he's just supportive. He's always there for me. He kind of motivates me to be a better person. Like, the things he preaches about with my cleaning and things, I really do try, Johnny. Like, I really do.
You're not trying very hard.
Not
I
at
try.
all.
I really do. Like, I understand that I need to cut back more on going out, but that's good money.
How do you think being married will make the circumstance that you're in currently different?
Well, it probably won't be any different, to be honest with you.
It won't.
Before we, that's what, yeah, like, I have to sort it out now before we even get married, because it's not just gonna be like, oh, we're married, I'm a different person, because I'm gonna be the same person.
Which is why we're here, because I was hoping maybe she'd listen to you. Because I think you know what
Because you think she's the problem.
Mostly. Her cleaning, I don't approve of it whatsoever. It's not up to par. It's unsanitary still. I mean, bathroom got stains everywhere. I don't know if that's the dog mess or her mess. It's that messy.
One thing I always do in my compatibility test is ask every person what's wrong with them and what's wrong with your partner, because your strengths won't save your marriages if you don't know what your weaknesses are. One thing that popped up in both of yours about him is his anger. That concerns me, one, because he believes it and you see it as well. How angry does he get, and what kinds of things does he do when he gets angry?
Oh, he gets like, oh my goodness, like off the charts, out of control, angry. One time we went out to the club and I fell. We were on my way to the section and I fell, and of course people are gonna laugh, and I was expecting that, but Johnny helped me up. But he helped me up and he punched out like anyone he could see that was like laughing at me, and one dude in particular, and he put him in a chokehold and everything, and the security had to come and we got kicked out.
Mr. McMurray, is that an accurate recitation of the occurrence at the club?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Is that something that happens to you a lot?
What, fighting in the clubs?
Yeah, getting angry and, you know, putting hands on, all that.
No, not necessarily, but it comes close to it almost a lot.
Are you ever concerned about his anger with respect to you?
No, I know he would never do anything to me.
When you guys have arguments, how do you resolve them?
Well, I mean, we bicker a little bit, but it
She
always
leaves.
gets,
Well, you leave?
yeah,
Or you leave because he's angry, or you leave just because you don't want to deal with it?
a little bit of both.
And where do you go?
To my sister's house.
And how long do you stay?
3
It
days.
depends. Like, one time I stayed for a week, the time he put all my items out on the porch. Most times like 2 or 3 days, not a really long time.
But this is like once a week, every week, 2 or 3 days.
Really? That often?
Yeah.
What kind of argument would precipitate an exit from you? Because once a week is a lot of leaving.
Like I said, like he really just nitpicks on everything. Like, he'll be like, oh, that's why, you know, your shoes is always right here at the front door. It's just like, okay, they always kicked around. Like, he just makes a big deal.
Well, after a
out
while,
of
when you're cleaning
little
up
things,
after
like,
someone
all
like
the
they're a
time.
child, you want them to, you know, you placing things in a certain order. Things need to go like this, and she.
Are you being annoying, though, Mrs. Huntington? Really, are you being annoying? Are you, people don't, that's his space, too. And if it's just like a hot mess all the time, it's going to get on his nerves. And I'm not saying you got to be Betty Trunker or Martha Stewart or anything like that, but I'm saying just like kind of keep it together. Do you make an effort to kind of keep it together?
I mean, yeah, it's together. Like, I'll put my things in like one specific corner. It just won't be lined up like he wants it to be.
I mean, we can do it together, but I mean, we don't do it as a team. Like, her cleaning, I don't approve of it whatsoever. It's not up to par. it's unsanitary still. I mean, bathroom got stains everywhere. I don't know if that's the dog mess or her mess.
Whose dog is it?
It's ours. We got them together. We're using the dog first to see, you know, how well she'll be able to raise a child. Because right now, I mean, she talks about having kids all the time, and I'm like, what?
That.
I don't know, because you ain't gonna feed the
You
child.
want to have kids soon?
Well, probably like in 2 or 3 years. But he was the one that brought it up first to have children.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Let us chit chat. I'm going to have a conversation with you, and I'm going to have a conversation with you, mostly. Before I do, I'm going to ask you this. If she's leaving all the time, how does she get back in? What happens to reunite the two of you?
I call her, sometimes sing to her, or, you know, just communicate with her, because she doesn't reach out to me, so I reach out to her. I know where her family lives, and I'm bugging them, so they're like, if you don't call
Is that what they do? Is that what he does?
If you don't call this boy right
and
now.
then you come on toddling back home?
Yeah.
You're a little girl in a woman's body. Let me tell you about 22. I was 22 once. It was 1,000,000 years ago, but I was there. And let me tell you, 22 is a silly age. I did silly things. I was a ridiculous individual. I made your stuff there look neat as a pin. I was a slob. I didn't cook. I ran around. I didn't run around. I was always in college or law school or doing something like that. But I was worried about my time, my happiness, my ease, my comfort. And I was having a good time. And if a guy went out, I was going out with a guy, he says something I didn't like, I'd break up with him. That's what you're doing. Like a little girl. Oh, we're having an argument. I gotta go.
I think she also does it to have sex too. Like leave and do all that.
You know, sex is a wonderful thing. It really is. But sex alone does not a good marriage make. You gotta be doing something while you're standing. That is designed to keep the two of you together. Marriage is a journey. Marriage is about compromise. Marriage is about patience. If you want to have a child, oh, please. I mean, please. It's not about can I pamper them, put Pampers on them, put food in their belly. You've got to have direction for these people. You've got to feed their soul and their spirit. You got to do all that kind of stuff, and it's a whole lot of you not getting what you want, when you want it, how you want it, because they come first. Whatever you do, don't have a baby, because you are just not ready. You hear me? You are just not ready. And you're not ready to be a wife either. I think you need to grow as an individual. Growth as an individual doesn't mean how many bars you can go to or how many scotches you can down before you lean in like that. Growth is you got to know where you want to be in 10 years. And it can't be doing the same thing that you're doing now. Then and only then are you in a position to join your life with his, because you know that your tomorrow is compatible with his tomorrow. You got that? Mm-hmm. So let this sucker expire. You two, good luck to both of you. This matter is adjourned.